Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and lakehomes.com. Okay, today, some people may think this is a little controversial. I'm going to talk about how weak real estate agents fool consumers. Now, I'm not talking about people who are nefarious. I'm just people who aren't really strong at what they're doing. They've not done a lot of transactions, but they have steps. They've been taught by the industry, and I've met with agents across the country that most of them are not ours, but I've engaged with thousands of them. And what I want to do here is explain some things that I don't want you, if you're looking to get an agent to help you buy or sell, that you get faked out by just these 7 points alone. Now, I want to clarify this. We have great agents, and I know great agents who do these 7 points, and they're good, great agents. But if all the agent brings are these 7 points, you need to explore if they're not good at communicating or if there's a weakness. Let's dig right in. Number one, the number of years in real estate. Yes, it's good that they've had some experience in years. Several transactions over 2 or 3 years gives you a base point. Will somebody who's done it 10 or 20 years have more experience in the oddities? Of course. But I'm going to be real candid. We know there are agents across the country who will, on the other side of transaction, they'll boast about, I've been doing this for 30 years, I've been doing this for 40 years. And some of them are great, but some of them are still doing it the way it was done 30 years ago and 40 years ago. They haven't kept up. So you need to evaluate years in real estate. Are they effective years? Are they experienced enough and understand that more doesn't always mean better? Do they have a high number of listings at the lake? This can be a positive. It means they're very effective. They're moving transactions. But I do know of agents that we've seen on the other side of the table where they have a large number of listings and they don't move, but they promote that as, I'm the best agent here. Look at all my listings. What you really need to know is how many of their listings are moving, how many transactions are they getting done. They may be really great at getting listings that don't sell. And so that doesn't necessarily mean alone that that's a positive. The number of certifications. Hey, we've got some agents who are very certified. I'm a big believer in training. But certifications alone doesn't necessarily mean that they're able to apply them. Many people don't know that the certification, all those little letters, if it's a consumer, you may not know what they mean. The agent will be glad to tell you. But at the same time, did you know that those are one of the things that are marketed to agents, and that many of them, to keep using those certifications and little letters behind their name, they have to pay a fee every year? They may not have taken that class in years, but they keep paying a fee. So understand, can they apply the knowledge from the certifications? They may boast about how many websites they put your property on. Well, here's the real traffic. We want your property, if you're selling, or to be listed on site with lots of traffic. And the way the search engines work, if your property's scattered across a bunch of low volume traffic websites, you're not going to be seen as much. You want to come to a big site. LakeHomes.com has millions of people who are focused on lake property. If you're wanting to get your property listed, you don't need it on tens or hundreds or thousands of websites. You need it where the consumers are. And that's the more important thing than the vast quantity. Office location. For the most part, we're highly virtual. There are some states where we do have an office as required. But the reality is, buyers who are coming in don't want to go to an office. They want to go see properties. Time's of value. Sellers may say that, well, there's an office nearby, and that's a good thing. Again, if you're selling, the office shouldn't matter. What you want to know is where the buyers, what do they want to do? And the buyers are going to find the property online, not necessarily go by an office. Doesn't mean being in an office is bad, but is it really going to move the needle? Probably not. The number of brokerage agents. So a brokerage says, we have 300 agents in our office right here at the lake, or 50 agents, and it's the biggest office at the lake. Is that important? Here's what's really important. Your home will be listed in the multiple listing service. It'll be exposed through the web. Every agent in that market, if they have buyers, will want to bring it. They don't necessarily have to sit in the same office or be a member of the same brokerage. They're all interested in getting a transaction done. And the agents who sit in one brokerage, they're still, for the most part, unless they're in a team, competing with each other just like they're competing with agents at another brokerage. So having an office or a brokerage with a large number of agents isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I can't say that it's going to help get your property sold or help you if you're a buyer. And then commission versus net. Particularly if you're selling a home and you go, well, I'm going to get a lower commission. We all want to get maximum return. But what you really need to know is, what are you going to net in cash when you sell that property? So if somebody's fixated, there's an old adage in entrepreneurship, when you have no other value to offer, you cut price. Look, I'm all about negotiation for fees, but understand what is the value for the fee. You know, it can be very painful to see somebody save a small amount in commission and lose 5 and 10 times that much because of the sale price of their house wasn't positioned well, wasn't marketed well, wasn't well negotiated. So if somebody is selling only because they're cheaper than the next guy, you need to understand, is that strength or weakness? Is that value for you? Understand what you're trying to get as the outcome. So these are 7 tips. Many of the things that are great agents may have checked the box on all 7 of these, and they're still great agents. But these are 7 ways a weak agent can kind of cover that they're not executing at the high level you would want, whether you're selling or buying at the lake. Be sure and visit us at lakehomes.com, where we have not only tens of thousands of properties for sale at lakes across the country, we have great agents. We don't take all the agents that are interested. And so these are vetted agents, they're seasoned, they're strong agents who know the local market and know how to connect with buyers nationwide. Hope this information has been helpful. Good luck. Let us know if we can be of help. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.